Welcome back everyone to another Minecraft mod showcase, and in this showcase we're checking out the most requested mod I've ever had on my channel. It's the Alex's Mobs mod, and this mod basically adds over 90 brand new mobs into your Minecraft world. So without further ado, let's get into it. And if you have any suggestions for mod showcases I should do in the future, please do drop them down below. So because there are so many mobs in this mod and there's just so much content, I've decided to split this video up into 4 parts. So the first part will consist of the passive mobs that are in the mod. So we'll have the real world mobs and also the fantasy ones that are completely passive. Then we will have the neutral mobs, which will be the real world and fantasy neutral mobs. Then there will be the placeable and defensive mobs. So these will be basically mobs that are not quite neutral, but not hostile either. And finally, the fourth part will be the hostile mobs. Banana slug. Banana slugs will move very slowly. When they move, some slime will appear in a trail behind them. Banana slugs are capable of moving up and down the side of blocks. The blobfish. These gelatinous fish dwell in the deepest oceans. They undergo decompression and transform into a pink pile of sludge when under less than 10 blocks of water due to the high pressure in their natural environment. Combining 4 blobfish and a bottle creates fish oil, granting levitation in water or rain. By providing them with a slime ball, these aquatic creatures can survive on land. Blue jay. Blue jays are often seen flying around. They will attempt to eat any food item that has been dropped on the ground. If a blue jay is fed any type of seed, it will chirp a song which can reveal the location of nearby monsters. If a blue jay is fed some glowberries, it will begin to follow its feeder temporarily. During this time, glowberries can also be fed to a raccoon, which will then make the raccoon gain a blue jay, which will make it on its back until the raccoon attacks something, causing the blue jay to fight alongside it. The blue jay can be removed by feeding it glowberries again. I believe that the blue jay and raccoon combo is a reference to the TV show Regular Show. Catfish. Catfish come in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. The small and medium variants spawn in both rivers and swamps, while the large variant only spawns in swamps. Sea lanterns can be used to lure catfish if the player holds one. Small or medium catfish will store items inside their stomachs. Small catfish can only store 3 stacks of items, while medium catfish can store up to 9 stacks. Large catfish won't store items and will instead store any small mobs that have a hitbox smaller than a full block. Large catfish can only store 1 mob inside their stomachs. Cockroach. These subterranean insects flee from most interactions with either players or other mobs. However, they can be attracted with sugar or bread. Upon their death, they drop wing fragments which can be crafted into a full wing or brewed into a potion of bug pheromones. This potion allows the player to go undetected near any hostile arthropods. Shearing a cockroach or reducing its health to 1 will cause it to lose its head. Giving them maracas makes them dance, and if killed while dancing, there's a chance they will drop a sombrero. Comb jellies. Comb jellies can be easily spotted jumping out of the water of lukewarm oceans at nighttime. When they are slain, they can be combined with string to create boots that allow the wearer to leap out of water like a flying fish. Devil's Hole Pupfish. The Devil's Hole chunk is the location where Devil's Hole Pupfish can spawn. Only 1 Devil's Hole chunk can appear per world, and the only way to locate them is by using a strange fish finder. The chunk itself is usually located in either desert or badlands biomes, and it is always underground and has to be in a water source. Devil's Hole pupfish are often seen chasing each other around and are even capable of quickly reproducing if there are 2 Devil's Hole pupfish in the same location. Flies. These are flying insects found in almost every biome in the overworld. They are normally passive but will attack zombies, spiders, and cave spiders. These insects drop maggots upon their death. When they enter a crimson biome in the nether, they transform into crimson mosquitoes. Flying fish. Occasionally, flying fish can be seen breaching the water surface to glide. Flying fish can be collected with a water bucket to obtain a bucket of flying fish. The gazelle. Grazing in herds native to savannas, the gazelle exhibits a remarkable speed. When attacked, the entire group swiftly flees. These animals are sought after for their precious horns, which can be brewed into a potion of speed 3. Hummingbirds. The smallest birds in existence can be found in jungles, meadows, flower forests, and sunflower biomes. Craft a hummingbird feeder, fill it with water and sugar, and it will attract these small birds while boosting the effect of their pollination. Jerboa. Jerboa is a small nocturnal animal which resides in desert biomes. Despite being prey to many, Jerboa will beg players for seeds. If given a few seeds, it rewards the player with the fleet-footed effect, granting a speed bonus when running and jumping simultaneously. Maned wolf. Maned wolves, found only in savanna biomes, have a fondness for apples. When they have been fed an apple, they shake their fur, releasing a toxic smell that attracts other animals to the area. This smell also increases the production of fungus in anthills. Mudskipper. Mudskippers are semi-aquatic and can survive in both land and water. If two mudskippers meet, they will raise their pelvic fins and circle each other in order to establish their dominance. Mudskippers can be collected with a water bucket to obtain a bucket of mudskipper, and mudskippers can be tamed by feeding them lobster tails. The mudskipper will aid its owner in a fight by shooting balls of mud that can inflict slowness and deal some damage to the target. Mimic octopus. The mimic octopus is a curious creature that inhabits warm oceans. Being prey to many, it uses regeneration and its ability to adapt to the environment to survive. These creatures can be tamed with a few lobster tails and can be commanded to sit, wander, or follow. They will transform into a monster shape to scare off attackers. Interacting with various items can change the behavior of the pet. With mimicry, the octopus can learn how to use the abilities of the other forms it takes. A mimic octopus will follow its owner onto land and can survive on dry surfaces if given a slime ball. Patus. Patus rarely do anything during the day. They will perch on a tree and sleep throughout the day. During the nighttime, they are a bit more active and will remain on their perch, only leaving to catch any flies that get close. Patus can be moved around using a falconry glove. Rainfrog. Rainfrogs are often seen buried in sand blocks. They can only emerge if it's raining, if they get attacked, or if a shovel is used to dig them out. If attacked, rainfrogs will puff up and emit a loud squeaking sound. Jukeboxes that are playing music will make any nearby rainfrogs start dancing, and after enough time has passed with them dancing, it will start raining. The Roadrunner. In deserts and badlands, a medium-sized bird known as the Roadrunner hunts down little snakes with its feathers. Players can create shoes from these feathers, allowing them to move faster on sand. Renaming a Roadrunner to Meep will transform it into the Roadrunner from Looney Tunes. As a reference to the cartoon series, Roadrunners are also immune to damage from anvils. Seagulls are pesky flying animals found on beaches. They tend to steal food items from adventurers. However, they can be helpful when the player holds a buried treasure map in their offhand. If a lobster tail is dropped, the seagull will eat it and glide directly above the spot where the buried treasure is located. Renaming a seagull to Wingull is a reference to the Pokemon Wingull. Look at this graph! A large amount of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so if you do enjoy the video and you want to help me out, please do click that nice red subscribe button down below. It's totally free and you can always unsubscribe later if you want. Thank you. Seals. Seals can be found basking in the sun on beaches and icebergs. Their only predator is the orca, as they are unable to outrun them. If attacked, the entire pod of seals will try to flee into the water. Players can feed seals 3 fish to trade with them, and in exchange for the fish, the seals will search for the seabed items, which usually consist of worthless junk. However, there is a small chance that the seal will bring back valuable items such as shark teeth, scutes, or thyme, or possibly a music disc. Shoebills. Shoebills are found within swamps, and they are very skilled at catching their favorite prey, which is fish. Feeding them crocodile eggs increases their lure effect, while terrapin eggs improves their luck. Sugar glider. Sugar gliders mostly walk, but will occasionally use their winged arms to glide. They have the ability to climb walls, and they can be tamed by feeding them sweet berry. Tamed sugar gliders can be placed on the player's head by shift right clicking, and this will cause the sugar glider to give its owner slow falling. Terrapin. Terrapins inhabit river biomes. Players can jump on these creatures, causing them to retreat into their shells and spin in the direction of the jumper upon a second jump. Breeding them can create many different color patterns that won't appear in nature. Renaming a terrapin to Koopa changes its texture to a Koopa from the Mario franchise. Toucans. Toucans are colorful birds which call the trees of the jungles their home. They come in a variety of color patterns and they love devouring fruits. Feeding them apples or bananas gives these animals a chance to plant the associated sapling. Golden apples can manipulate this ability. The normal version increases the sapling planting rate, while the enchanted apple doesn't require constant feeding to the plant saplings. Renaming a toucan to Sam gives it a special, colorful skin. Triops. Triops can only live in water and will slowly die if on land for too long. Triops can be collected with a water bucket to obtain a bucket of Triops. Cosmic Cod. In the space between the Void and the End Islands, schools of Cosmic Cod frequently float around, often being attacked by Cosmos. If a member of the school is attacked, the entire pack will attempt to teleport away. These Cosmic Cod can be captured using a bucket. The Endergrade. The Endergrade is a passive flying creature that has made its home in the End. Commonly found in chorus forests, the player can control them using a chorus on a stick. Endergrades are very slow mounts, and to lure them, one must hold a chorus fruit. Flutter. The Flutter is a small passive creature which resides in the lush caves. They can be tamed with a variety of flowers. Providing them with a flower pot offers additional armor. Flutter can also be picked up, and when they are bred near azalea bushes, they have a chance to make them blossom. Leviathan. Gigantic reptiles found within the lava lakes have a fearsome appearance, but they are completely passive. Although they love to hunt crimson mosquitoes by luring them with the smoke on their back and snapping them in with their beaks, they pose no threat to players. These creatures can be ridden if equipped with a Stradolite saddle and a Stradolite tack. Up to 4 players can ride on this beast. And when it's exposed to water, these creatures solidify and transform into a stronger obsidian form. And they can be healed with magma cream. Mungus. Mungus roam in the mushroom fields. Occasionally, mushrooms can grow on their head. If given the same fungus that adorns them, the mungus will fire a magic beam at a nearby mushroom of the same type, either causing it to grow further or creating a giant mushroom when on mycelium. When a player slays a mungus with 5 mushrooms on its back, an explosion occurs. Spectre. The Spectre is a passive flying entity that generally shows no interest in players. However, if an adventurer holds a soul heart, the Spectre will gladly follow. Stradpole. The shallow lava pools of the basalt delta are home to the immature larvae of the Stradler mob. These passive Stradpoles serve as ammunition for their parents to throw when they're defending their territory. Stradpoles can be fed mosquito larvae to facilitate their growth into Stradlers.